The Jagdpanzer E100, 1050 alpha damage, 299 base pen, 420 heat pen. It's devastating. This is going to be a complete guide for this tank, going through absolutely everything that you need to know about this vehicle, from equipment to the field mods, and then followed up by some live gameplay at the end. First things first, as always, equipment on this vehicle. We are using HP Turbo Rammer. I wouldn't bother with anything else. For the ammunition, we are going 50-50. Now, you could go with less of this and more of the heat, because the heat is the main thing that really sets this tank apart from basically any other tank, besides maybe the Ho-Re 3. But for the most part, the AP rounds on this tank are actually super nice, because you can overmatch so many things with it. Like the roofs of S-Conks, the roofs of 62Ps, loads of different things you can just overmatch. But then at the same time, you could just go straight through them with heat anyway. So, and obviously for crew skills, you want to have your brothers in arms, your intuition. Intuition obviously being quite important in this vehicle, because then you can quick switch between AP, heat, and HE, and all the other standard kind of stuff like situational awareness and recon. For field mods on this vehicle, we are going with the left-hand field mod, then the right, the same with basically every single tank destroyer in the game. Even sniping tank destroyers. You should probably just use this to get more view range, because this left-hand field mod does nothing. It's genuinely useless. Maybe not the E25, right? The E25, maybe choose that. But for everything else, go with the right-hand field mod. Obviously, the first left-hand field mod in combination with HP is going to mean that your tracks are like 600 HP if you're using a bounty hardening. That is mental. So there is no way that you get tracked in one shot unless it's like a 750 alpha damage shell. Now for number 7, we are going to be using the left-hand field mod, which will give us more HP in detriment to the reload time. The thing is, if you use a gun rammer on this, you're going to get it down to 20 seconds. It's fine, even with this. This then makes it go to 3k DPM, which is more than good enough, and you can just farm people. Like, you have more health, you're at 2.5k hit points. Yeah. Plus you then get the nice bonus of having your extra 20% to crew injuries protection. That's pretty nice. And finally, for number 8, I was actually choosing the left-hand field mod here until I just looked at it, and I actually want the other field mod. The reason being, this tank is basically, you go forwards, you get the shot off, and then you reverse and get out of there again. Anything to make that reverse speed better is going to improve this tank more than that extra engine power or extra track repair speed. So I want this to now go at 17 km an hour backwards. Especially with a turbo, that 17 km an hour instead of 13 should be a lot nicer. I've never actually tried it with this, so we'll see. And plus, suspension repair time is still very good at 5.3, 5.4. Now, taking a very quick look at the armor layout of this tank, we see that it is around about 280 millimeters thick, 270 to 280 on the superstructure if you are facing it head on. This is obviously against AP. If you're going to be using heat, you're going to need around about 300 pen to go through it with heat. If you're trying to pen the gun mantlet, do not. There is a slight chance that you can go through the gun, a bit like with the Panzer 7, where you just go on the edge of the gun mantlet, but I really wouldn't suggest that, especially when this isn't that much thicker. So if you can, just try and go through the superstructure with heat. The top cupola on this tank is only 200 or 175, depending on where you want to hit it. So keep that in mind, although it is very kind of tall and quite far back. So if you're a smaller tank, this is actually going to be a bit of a problem, because if you're smaller than it and you're facing it like this, it's not such an easy shot, especially if he's, you know, wiggling around and trying to get the shot off. Lower plate, 240 millimeters thick with AP. The further down you go, obviously it will go all the way down to 250. And higher up, you go for around about 230-ish. So keep that in mind. You're going to need a lot more pen than you think you will need for the lower plate. And do not even bother trying to go for the upper plate. Remember, this is an E100 hull. It's going to be a problem to pen the upper plate. Being an E100 hull does mean that you can side scrape extremely effectively in this thing. And even though here it says that you can pen it, you cannot. It's a ricochet, as you'll see in the result. The effective armor may only be 100 or something millimeters thick. That doesn't matter. You will ricochet off of this. I'm pretty sure it's because it's got spaced armor here, as you can see. 60 millimeters of spaced armor. So as soon as you hit this, it's not going to go through. That being said, if it does over angle a little bit, then you can go straight through here. You're going to still need a lot of pen to do this, to go through the track wheel and permatrack it. However, as we all know, if you go to the stats quickly, 663 track hit points is going to be a problem for you. So actually permatracking this thing, if you get it on a very good angle, it's not going to be too bad, but you are going to be putting at least 2 shots in to track it. And if you're a lower tier vehicle, you may even need 3. One thing that I do want to mention, if you're shooting the side of this tank, do not ever go through this lower bit here on the hull or the upper bit here on the hull. Always go for the tracks underneath to try and shoot them, or go straight for the superstructure. This is all got spaced armor, obviously, so it's not going to be an easy shot for you to pen. Especially if you're a lower tier, you might just think, oh yeah, I can just go straight through the side. No. Always go for the superstructure. It's only 160 millimeters thick on the side, so that should be a nice easy pen for you. Also, another thing to consider, in the rear of this tank, it is not weak. You cannot go and just HE pen this thing in the back. So don't try it. Okay, now getting straight into some gameplay on this tank. We are on Paris. This is obviously a live gameplay. I'm playing this as we live. I mean, okay, forgot how to speak English. But this isn't a replay or anything. This is going to be live, raw gameplay to show you how the tank plays. Obviously, all my tank guides are going to be after I'd free mock the vehicle and to kind of give you a true guide to the tank and not just some play 10 games and then give it a review. So this is a full in-depth guide for the tank, and hopefully we should be able to show you some gameplay with this vehicle now. Now, what I want to do is try and go down this bit here. Though this Panzer 7 is actually going to be kind of annoying. And there's also an E100 there. Yeah, Jagdpanzer E100 is going to be a problem. I actually much prefer this reverse speed for the field mod. But this is a lot nicer to play with. I'm going to try and get a shot on that E4 in a second. We don't really need the AP. The heat's going to help us out more here than anything else. See if we can put one into this VZ or even this T57. Just aim. There we go. Very nice. Yes, that reverse speed is actually lovely. Like, going back a lot faster now. That is really, really nice. Yes, I stand by my my words. That is a much better option for the field mod. Because it doesn't even give you that much extra engine power, but that extra 2 km/h top speed, top reverse speed is super nice. Also, fun thing about this tank, doesn't care about E3s. But if this guy peeks this corner again, I will kill him. I'll go straight through his upper superstructure. T100 LT pushing through though. Hello. I was not really expecting the 114 to shoot and not get spotted. Is he there? I'm guessing he's in the bushes because there's nowhere else he could be. Now, this E4, are you going to try and play this? Let's see. Does he want to try and peek this corner? T57 is also pushing up. Just go around here just so that we can get some better angles. And then we're also out the way of the 268 V4 as well. This guy is not going to have a fun time if he picks this corner, by the way. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he's not having an enjoyable experience. Let's now push up a little bit. See if we can get a shot on this E100. Can I go through him? Not really. There is a pen there. There is a pen right there. Interesting VZ. That is a... Oh, yeah, okay, Jagdpanzer. Of course you hit it for 1.2. Okay. Sure. Sure thing, Jagdpanzer. Alright, well, let's just reverse out of here. This is kind of awkward. I want to be on this corner where the VK is, but there isn't enough space for both of us. I might actually be able to get a shot on this 114 maybe. If I just go about here maybe? Not sure. Well, there is a shot. Come on, that thing's literally made of paper. Man, I don't understand what's going on. These should be penning. Actually unbelievable RNG right now. Well, I guess we now just sit on this corner and wait. Jagdpanzer's peeking. If the Jagdpanzer dies, I feel a lot more confident. The hell is the gorilla doing? Where's he going? What's he looking at? Okay. No, the S-Conk's pushed up. Very nice. See if this E3 wants to peek this, actually. E100. Very nice. Very good. You know what, we were patient. This is definitely not a high damage game. We got robbed of a few shots, I'm not gonna lie. But it's been okay so far. We're gonna load HE, by the way, for the gorilla. For goodness sake. Okay. S-Conk didn't have the best of times with the E3. Oh, I can't even pen this, shoot this guy. Yeah, it's the lower plate, you know. It's a weak spot in that vehicle, actually. I mean, we get 3k. That's pretty pathetic for this tank, not gonna lie. Like, you should easily be able to get like 4k out of this, 3.5 to 4k. Yeah, we got robbed from RNG. Yeah, this goes high, straight into here. Where did this one go? No, that's fine, that's fine. This one hit the gun. Very cool. And this just didn't pen. Nice. That should have penned. I'm not too sure how that doesn't pen, actually, with 420 heat. Anyway, another game. Right. Now, this is extremely unfair, but we are against tier 8s on Safe Haven. Yes. I'm sure they're going to really, 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 really enjoy having to use premium rounds to pen my lower plate. And they're going to have a lovely 1k alpha to the face as soon as they want to try and do anything. Oh, what are you doing? That's an interesting way up, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and now they get spotted again. God's sake. Do I get a shot on this Leo? No. Alright. Stop wasting time, Max. The time has come. Time for heat. And to go straight through this tortoise like it's nothing. Once this guy's done side scraping. Okay. I need to go forwards. There we go. It's a very balanced tank with 420 heat. It's fine. And you can also angle at about 45 degrees. Good luck. Good luck penning. Angle around about like this. They can shoot the cupola or maybe go through here. If they get a nice high roll on the pen. Look, they got a KV4, you know? It's a well-armoured stock tank. I'm not even going to shoot him, actually. I feel bad, okay? But now they just won't peek. And this is something that you will encounter when you're playing the Jagdpanzer. Nobody wants to take a shot from you. It's a, you know, a slight annoyance. Let's just go forwards. We need to get damage done. Time has come. Oh, what are you doing? Hello?
Enemy armor is damaged. One of our tracks is damaged.
But you can actually angle the lower plate like this. And if they set that angle, good luck penning it. Let's see, can we get another shot off in a second? Right. Plan is, we kill the tortoise in a second. Okay, that was actually just bad aim.
We've lost a track.
A bit too far angled.
Track repaired. Drive on. Track hit.
That's annoying.
Tracks up. Tracks up.
CST2 gonna finish him off? Nope. Let's now push over this way. We don't need heat for what we're going to be dealing with over here. Ugh. I am worried about the char behind me though. That is going to be causing us some issues. You're very lucky that penned.
One of our tracks is damaged. Enemy armor is damaged.
All is good. Okay. This guy is getting extremely lucky actually with these pen rolls. Extremely lucky? What?
Everyone get out.
Okay. That shouldn't have penned, but there you go, 4K. That is unreal, actually. He doesn't have that much pen each time. Just to prove my point, this is what he saw. Right. Okay. Yes. Just pens everything. Even if I was angled all the way like this. Look at this. He has a tiny shot to hit. Oh, 4.1. I want to see where he penned. How do you hit it? Huh? This shot is a 4% chance of penning. I don't know. So he gets a pixel shot here. And then does a 4% chance. Yeah. Sure. But when you are angling at, you know, like 45 or so, roughly-ish, that is what they see. But of course, he just is better than me and can just pen everything. Anyway, that is the Jagdpanzer E100. You just go aggressive in it. You don't snipe. You should never be sniping in this thing. You treat this tank like a heavy tank, and you just smack someone in the face for 1,000 damage. And mainly fire heat rounds at them. This heat round really does destroy basically any armor anyone has. You meet a 279, you can go straight through the turret. Doesn't matter. You will go straight through the turret of a 279, and it cannot do anything about it. Like, the entire tank is basically green when you shoot heat at a 279 with this thing. Quickly just speaking about the entire line of this tank, it is a good line. The Ferdinand can be kind of annoying because it doesn't really have armor. And at the same time, the Jagdtiger can also kind of be annoying because it doesn't have armor in certain aspects. But the guns on these two tanks more than make up for anything that you would lose. Like, the Jagdtiger gun is better than the WT's gun. Like, the Jagdtiger gun is so good. Like, so good. It's basically the same gun, but just a little bit better because it's on a non-traversable turret. But yeah, the entire line is really, really nice for the Jagdpanzer E100, and I would recommend anybody to go down it. So as always, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy my content, or do enjoy my content, then make sure you share it with your friends, leave a like and subscribe, as it does all help me out greatly, and I'll see you all in the next video.